Hi, welcome to our virtual gardening program. My name is Diane Yarrow. I'm the Assistant Director and Adult Services Librarian here at the Irvin L. Young Memorial Library in Whitewater, Wisconsin. Today we're going to be talking about decorating with pumpkins. There are so many things you can do with pumpkins this time of year. There's small pumpkins, large pumpkins, white pumpkins, you can paint pumpkins, you can carve pumpkins. The list goes on. Today I'm going to show you some ideas maybe you haven't seen before to spark some interest and to get your creative juices flowing. First, let's start off with something very simple, which is to take a pumpkin and cut the top off and plant your fall flowers in there. This is just an ornamental pepper plant, and I just put it in the pumpkin in dirt, and it's fine to sit outside. If you're concerned about drainage, you can put a hole in the bottom of the pumpkin to have better drainage. If you are going to put this in your home, just be sure if you do put a hole that you put a saucer underneath when you're watering. But this was very easy. It did not take any time at all. I took the pumpkin, I cut the top off as if I was going to carve the pumpkin, I cleaned the insides out, and then I just took my plant and I plopped it in the pumpkin. This goes really nice outdoors with your other outdoor plants. You know, a little scarecrow here to make things look fun. We've got a different variety of pumpkins here. This one is kind of big and a little different looking. It's not quite as orange. We've got the white pumpkins, and we've got some pumpkins that I have decorated. This one was also very simple to do. I took some gold timber paint. This is the paint I use. Once upon a time, we got this at NASCO in Fort. It's just timber paint, water-based, and I just took a paintbrush and painted this. Just really lightly. If you wanted it to be really gold, of course you could put more layers, but I thought it looked really pretty and shimmery just like this. In fact, I was so excited that I just had to do another one because I just loved it. And I thought it was really cool because here, you know, the pumpkin has the natural formations on there, and it just kind of added some nice accents to it. It's not pure gold, but it's just a little shimmery. It looks really nice among your other pumpkin and your other fall decorations. Another idea was this pumpkin. I'm going to move my that guy. This one, again, was very easy to do. Took a pumpkin, and I really liked the shape of this one. And I just took some fake leaves that I got at the dollar store, and I glued them on. And all I did was use the tacky glue. It didn't take any time, again, a very quick project. It dried quickly, and it just kind of, you know, adds a little something. Makes it stand out a little bit, a little more detail and texture when you're decorating for the fall. Another idea is to paint your pumpkins, and you can paint them any color you want. This one I painted pink. This is a glossy pink. I just used some acrylic paint, acrylic glossy paint. You can get this at, you know, Walmart, anywhere like that. And I just painted it just for something different. But if you had a certain color theme that you wanted to do, you could paint anything, any color. You could put polka dots. This would probably be really pretty. Now if you went and put a little gold on top of it, that would be kind of fun and shimmery. Now, not only can you decorate with real pumpkins, but of course, you can come up with other ideas. For instance, this pumpkin was made out of a book. We took a book, and this was actually a craft project from last year at this time. Took a book, we had a shape, a pattern for the pumpkin, and then we just put a little orange tempera paint or acrylic paint on the edges. Again, we used a fake little leaf on the top. We used a cork from a wine bottle for the stem, and we put a bow on there, and very nice. Very pretty decoration. In fact, if you come into the library, you will see this sitting on the information desk at the library because we're using it as a decoration. In the past, other programs we did, we made pumpkins. These were fun to do, very different. You might be wondering, well, my goodness, what is inside of that pumpkin? And all of this is cloth, a piece of ribbon, and a roll of toilet paper. I think we could have really used these last year at the beginning of the pandemic. These would have really been a great gift for somebody. And let me just kind of show you how this was done. It was very simple to do. I will deconstruct one. We'll deconstruct this one. I just pulled the ribbon off. You didn't even need glue or anything. You take the fabric out, and literally we have a roll of toilet paper. You take the toilet paper and you just fold the fabric into the roll of toilet paper. Just kind of gathering it, tucking. It's all gathering and tucking. You might have to play around with it a little bit. There we've got our pumpkin. And for the stem, it was just a piece of ribbon. You could use anything for the stem if you had something else that you thought would work better. You could use felt, you could use construction paper. And there we have pumpkin made out of fabric, ribbon, and a roll of toilet paper. Who knew? So when you're thinking of decorating for the fall with your pumpkins, don't be afraid to just try different things. Don't be afraid to plant your flowers in a pumpkin. Don't be afraid to use a little gold paint on your pumpkin. It just makes it kind of shimmery and fun. Paint, paint, paint. Paint your pumpkins. Get creative. Another fun thing would be take a pumpkin, put some glue, or you could even use Mod Podge, sprinkle some glitter on top. I know the glitter makes such a mess, but that would be really pretty. You could paint the pumpkin black and then put some gold glitter on the top, and that would be really sharp. Should have thought of that sooner, and I would have made one to show you. So there are plenty of ideas. Pumpkin, a few fake leaves, look at that. And these would all be good projects to do with children or other group activities. Liven up the pumpkins a little bit, especially if you didn't want to have the children or other participants using a knife and getting the guts all over. Clean, simple, takes no time at all, and looks really nice and elegant. So there you go. Those are some alternatives to decorating for the holidays. And don't forget, if you have an old book laying around the house, you can always turn it into a pumpkin. Roll of toilet paper, turn it into a pumpkin. And when you're done, you can take the cloth off, use the toilet paper, save the cloth for next year, and make another one. These would even be cute to put a little face on. I hope you've enjoyed this edition of the Virtual Gardening Program. We will be back next month in November, where we will be decorating with apples. That'll be fun. Thanks.